Oh man, I hate Mondays.
Nah, man, it's Tuesday.
Wait. What day is it?
You know what day it is. Tuesday. Brewsday Tuesday.
Oh, fuck yeah. It's time for Brewsday Tuesday, brought to you by the Cellar and Six Pack Store. Here is Huck and Big Nate.
And here we are. Right here, right now.
We did it. We made it.
We made it.
We're here. Get used to it.
It's like that scene from Elf. You did it. You did it. World's greatest coffee. You did it.
Congratulations.
And
Way
they're
to
all
go,
looking at
guys.
him like, the hell's wrong with you? All right. So I've got the Shoots Brewing, Patagonia Provision, Kernsta Locker. I've been to Patagonia, but I don't remember seeing Kernsta. It's probably there. I went to Glacier Gray, and it looked a lot like this can. Colors.
So I've got a beer
You got a
from
beer.
Decorah, Iowa, which is apparently beautiful.
Goliath, right?
Toppling Goliath. Dorothy's New World Lager.
Yeah, I was like,
And
I've never seen this brewery. I've
yeah.
never seen this beer. That's pretty much what today was.
It's unfiltered, so we're gonna find out exactly what's going on there. 5% ABV. I
So
don't know that I've ever. I mean, I probably have, but unfiltered lagers don't seem that common.
everything in my life is unfiltered, so I'm okay with that.
Sediment is normal.
Sentiment, yeah. So yeah, I saw that Goliath. I was like, this is what this was like hour before we had to do the show. I'm over in the beer store buying beer, and I was like, I had no idea. I had an idea. Actually, I'll tell you what the idea. You want to know? The idea was birthday beers. Well, are there any? Hell, I don't know. My personal shopper was off.
Quitter.
They're off on Tuesday and Thursday.
Slacker.
Yeah, so I don't know. So I had to do it on my own. I had to by myself. I had to read the beer labels. Didn't have my glasses. Anyway, that one struck my eye. So I'm interested to know how you like that.
Now we're gonna find out. This is gonna be the haziest lager I've ever seen in my life. Also, I poured like a damn rookie.
So we do this show next to a
Hair salon.
hair salon for the
Frequently smells like perm in here.
little old ladies that puff their hair up. And I have to say, you said hers would look the same. I think it looks better.
Does it? Okay,
Yeah,
good.
it's more smooth.
I'm
So
glad.
they come in and out as we do the show, and we rag on them because we're young. I'm not young people. I'm young at heart, and like maybe I'll get a perm. Maybe I'll go over there and say, "Hey,
I
perm me
think
up."
I think we go over there at some point. You and I will go get perms
We'll do a show
from there.
from
Yes,
there. But do you think can you drink with perm stuff? Don't drink the perm
you
stuff.
can't smoke.
Okay. Well, I
I'm
can't
pretty sure
smoke
you
anyway.
can't
Okay.
smoke.
I can't smoke. I'm
We're not
3 years in on
we're not
not
gonna go over
smoking.
there and have a cigar while they're giving us a perm. But I think drinking's
You don't know how
okay
much I miss cigars.
while getting perms.
If I was going to go into the doctor tomorrow and they said like, "Oh man, Huck, you've really gotten worse and you only got about a month to go," I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna go get me a big old Fuente
Yeah,
858 and smoke it because I'm going anyway."
it's like off the air we were having this conversation about country songs. There's only one that I've really ever identified with, and it was "Live Like You're Dying."
Yeah.
I'll ride a bull. Hell yeah.
What
So yeah, if
about?
I found out,
Wait, there's one song where they're on the river. I'm sure it's a famous song. The
I
the wife likes to watch the top 20 country songs on Saturdays while we're day drinking. No, I'm serious, and I probably know a whole lot more about country music than I should, but it's a pretty good one. There's girls in bikinis. They're on a boat. It's kind of a raft boat, maybe a pontoon boat. I don't know. Anyway, they're out there. They're
on a
drinking
pontoon.
pontoon. That's what they call it. And they're drinking and carrying on. And I was like, that's all right. Hey, just saying. Sorry, I went a little astray, didn't I?
You did. This is a rock station. Right? Can't be
Not right
touched.
now. It's a
Can't
talk
be.
station right now, baby.
It's a beer station right now.
Beer,
105.3 the beer.
the beer. Yeah.
We
Bear
could
beer.
we could get that rebranded.
We should. Yeah, it's interesting as you drive around the country, there's other beers. They're not as cool as us.
No,
They're none of
they've
them.
got nothing on us.
And their numbers are always different.
Although occasionally, a little inside baseball here. Of course, we've got a Facebook page. There is another The Bear in Michigan, I think, and
I was there. It's
they,
a good state. I'll give it a +3.
well, the people there are a little dim-witted.
Well, it's Michigan.
Frequently have people message us asking them why they can't enter contests for this station, for that station here on our website.
Okay.
Because, well,
I see where you get
you're
the
on the
dim-witted
wrong
thing.
website, you idiot. Yeah, we had a guy who like tried to sue us at one point. Like tried. He threatened to sue us. It's like, yeah, you've got no like legal standing because you're an idiot and the rules are posted and you don't live here.
Who was that guy that used to call in all the time? Never mind. We probably shouldn't go there.
Oh yes, I know what you're talking about. We'll talk about that off air.
All right, off air.
I'm not gonna be a terrible human.
If y'all
But-
want to know what we talk about, you just text me later. I'll let you know.
I wasn't as nice about things as Rez
there you
happened to
go.
be, so it's no longer a problem. It
Yes.
resolved itself.
Just, Drez was an attention whore. He didn't care where it came from. I like that about Drez.
And it's a redeeming characteristic.
It is one of his best characteristics. He was good to his people.
He was very good to his people.
Maybe someday he'll be back and be good to them again.
He damn
Actually,
well better. I've heard rumors that he's
soon,
going to be back in town soon.
Well, yeah, I saw that. But he and I are going to be doing a show when I'm coming back from Tampa, live, if that's approved. Did I ever ask if it was approved?
Even if you didn't, I would say you did. But even if you didn't, I would.
All right, so we're going to
make that an exception for Drez.
So I'm going to try to mail you some beer. I don't know if I can.
That's going to be the tricky part.
I know it's probably going to be like $50 to overnight you beer from wherever I'm going to be, Tampa. I'll be coming back from the Tampa Bay Blues Festival, which is one of those blues festivals I always want to go to. Now, understand that I've been to Tampa, and I've been to Clearwater. We'll be camping in Clearwater. Oh my gosh, this is a beach that if you ever want to see a white beach.
I love Clearwater.
Yeah. The problem with Tampa is...
we used to go there all the time when I was a kid.
You know what the problem is with Tampa?
It's in Florida.
Now, even worse than that, it has a paper mill. So depending on how the wind's blowing, this could be a bad situation. But I'll make the best of it. So I'm stopping on the way down at Ardwolf. We're camping about 30 miles from there. And we're going to see how it works out, rush hour and what have you, traffic. It's Jacksonville. But we're pretty excited. We're going to have a good time. We got 2 big trips, Nag's Head, and then that. So I'll bring beer back I'm going to go down to Ocracoke. I'll get some beer there on there. So we got a couple shows coming up that'll be really good, I think.
I'm excited to see Drez again. I mean, him and I talk regularly, but it's not the same thing.
We text. That's about it.
Well, yeah. Drez doesn't do phone calls.
No. Well, he will.
He'll answer if you call him, but it's not going to be like a long, drawn-out conversation. No, we text.
Yeah, Facebook Messenger.
The same goes for Kirsty. Her and I text fairly regularly, and
I haven't talked to Kirsty. I have talked to Drez.
Oh, yeah. Well,
talked to Drez just the other day.
Kirsty's fun because she's full of that like Scottish fire.
Oh yeah, she's the greatest.
She's a pistol, if you will.
And it was just her time. Well, no, that's Irish. Sorry, they don't get along.
I know they do not. No, they do not.
So my son-in-law's Irish. And so on St. Patrick's Day, he did not work. He's a high school teacher.
Is he Catholic?
No, but I was like,
okay, well then no.
No, he did not work because he's like 5'4" and redheaded. And if he goes to work on St. Patrick's Day,
okay, yeah,
I don't blame him at all.
No, I wouldn't work either. That's a good point.
He's just like
you're gonna hit. Where's he work?
In Giles.
No, like what kind of workplace situation? He's a teacher. Oh no, high school, middle school,
government high school teacher. Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, you're not gonna hear it. High schoolers are ruthless.
No.
Yeah, you definitely don't work that day.
No. My wife's
redheaded.
like he should embrace it. So what are you gonna buy a pair of plaid pants? Buy some plaid pants, green hat. Yeah, but no, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Whereas I look like Santa Claus. I embrace it. We were just talking, I think, the other show. I got like 30 Santa Claus shirts. I wear it from Thanksgiving to Christmas.
Yours is not a prevailing cultural stereotype that's potentially offensive. It's like
No, it is to some people, I'm sure.
ordering Irish car bombs. Like that's not good. It'd be like in Ireland if they had a drink called the Twin Towers.
Hey, I went to McAdee's for St. Patrick's Day because I can.
There was a local restaurant that was promoting their St. Patrick's Day specials the other
Yeah.
month, and one they were promoting was Irish car bombs, and I was like, "That's so."
No, they had a McAdee's had it right on
Oh,
the menu.
good God!
Right on the menu.
You've got to know the history of that beverage and like
No, it's
about
fine.
the IRA.
It's fine. So apparently the Irish have a drink called the Twin Towers. I have not had it yet.
They-
Look it up. You got the internet
They
thing.
do not.
They do.
That's their
No, they
rebuttal.
do. It
No.
is. I think they do. I don't know. Maybe I don't know when they drink it. When on the anniversary on September 11th they drink it. Is that they drink it?
Okay,
So we should do that this year. We'll have the Twin Towers on September 11th. Not that we don't love America. We do love America.
okay, there's nothing
That's BS.
about a drink called the Twin Towers, but I do see one that is interesting if we wanted to do it and be incredibly insensitive and awful human beings.
Well, we are.
It's 2 highball glasses of Long Island iced tea. You top it with Bacardi
They
151
just skip it over.
and then you light it on fire.
Yeah, okay.
So it's very, very not okay.
No, I think we should do that because we have no rules. You're the boss, right?
Look, I wasn't. It was a very dark chapter of my life.
Which was
9/11.
9/11. Mm.
So yeah, I'm not gonna participate in the Twin Towers.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, don't want you to do anything you can't do.
Well, there's nothing preventing us from doing it other than I don't
It's just
feel like
sick.
that would be okay.
Sick and
Which is
wrong.
why I don't like the Irish car bomb as a beverage.
Yeah, sorry, I'm loving them.
It's the
Actually, they're really good.
I
Drop
have
that
no
bad boy in
problem.
there. Whoa.
I have no problem with the contents. It's the name that I have a problem with.
Well, let's call it.
We need to come up with another. And by the way, the British came up with that. And you know who doesn't get along? The British and the Irish.
I didn't know they came up with that.
Yeah, it's a British drink.
I didn't know the origin of that.
Yeah, they're very nasty people.
Mm,
That's why we won the war.
which war?
The one for independence.
How about the one now? We win in that? Yeah, probably.
Well, we are back-to-back World War champs.
We are.
We got that going for us.
Well, I was just reading where let's just go a little weird, where China was doing like war games off the coast of Australia. And people are going, why are they doing that? Because nobody in Australia has a gun. They can do it off the coast of Canada too. They can't do it off the coast of America because they're not coming here because we all have guns. But I'll just drop there. Don't you want to take it further? You let me know. But I'm just want to throw that out there.
Also,
Of course, what do you do if you take over Australia? Let's
what
go.
does that get you?
Yeah.
Strategically, there
Yeah,
is no
it gets
benefit.
you like 10 snakes. 9 of the 10
I mean,
most poisonous
that's what I'm
snakes in
saying.
the world.
If you can train the wildlife, it
Yeah.
actually does give you an advantage, but you would have to have like people on the ground because you're not smuggling like
No.
kangaroos. They have
They'll
kangaroo
whoop your
there.
butt.
They have kangaroo there, like we have deer here.
Right. And
Like-
they'll fight you.
They'll pull you into the water and
So they
drown
may
your
be
ass.
okay. The Chinese come invading
They don't-
Australia. The
don't-
kangaroos are going to
They
kick
don't
their
need
ass.
the guns. The wildlife will defend the turf.
Yeah, really.
And I mean that's
We'll
just
just go over here in the middle of this desert. And if y'all can get to us, good on you.
that's just once you get on
Oh, yeah,
land
past
in
the
the
great white
ocean.
sharks, the
Yeah.
crocodiles in the ocean.
Saltwater crocs. You've got the blue
Yeah.
ringed octopus, Portuguese man of war.
I mean, I can hate Florida, but at least the alligators aren't out in the ocean. Okay, I did see a couple videos, but in general,
They don't
the
make a habit
alligators
of it.
are not in the ocean.
Yeah,
In Australia, everything kills you.
I would never go there. It's literally an
No, me either.
entire ecosystem
My wife went
dedicated to murder.
She goes everywhere though. She's been to Iraq. She's been everywhere.
And then but meeting Australian people, they're so like laid back.
Well, that's because
like-
they're all felons.
I would be. Oh, that's true. I would be
Historically.
100% a ball of anxiety
We just went south on this thing. We were drinking a beer named after a South America thing, and we're in Australia.
Criticizing the Irish,
The Irish, yeah.
the Australians, the Chinese.
All right.
You know a group that's under attacked?
Who?
Canadians.
No. We all think they're stupid. First of all, their money is worthless. It's getting more.
Yeah, I can't even use a Canadian quarter in a coin vending machine.
No, what is
How
that? How
the
do
hell?
you trick that?
How do I get Canadian quarters?
Yeah, well, that's
I have an
people slip
abundance
them
of
in.
like
Yeah, Canada.
I have a
Canada.
ridiculous amount of Canadian quarters that just can't be
I've
used.
been to Canada once or twice, a couple times. It's okay.
And it's
Your money's very powerful there. But then they give you all the change, and they're worthless.
they trick you. Hot.
Yeah.
This jackass is taking these quarters home
Yeah,
with
took
him.
the quarters.
We're gonna pull one over on him, eh?
Take the quarter.
Sorry about that.
Sorry. Dude, let's put gravy on French fries. What do we know?
Hey, I love poutine.
Whatever.
I'm good with
Not a
poutine
fan.
and hockey. All right, well, we gotta rate these beers before this goes any further south.
We don't even know what we're doing here.
I don't love lagers. I'm enjoying this one. This is really good. Maybe it's because it's unfiltered. It doesn't have like
I look forward to drinking it.
my biggest problem with lagers a lot of the times is like it leaves like a lingering aftertaste that just kind of sits wrong with me. This one doesn't have that. It's like really crisp, really refreshing.
I wonder what would cause that.
This is probably the best thing to come out of Iowa.
It's in Iowa.
I'm gonna give it.
Goliath is in Ohio.
I'm gonna give
Iowa.
it a 4.25.
That's pretty good.
Not a bad outing.
Well, I'm a big fan of the shoots, even though they failed to propagate Roanoke properly. They did come with their little street fair. They haven't been here in a while. They should come back with that. A lot of fun. I'm going to give this. I'm trying to decide, we were talking about a lot of prejudices in our earlier conversation, but I might be prejudiced against it because it's a lager. I've been to Patagonia. This is not as crisp. Of course, I was in Patagonia in winter. It was fairly crisp. So I'm going to give it a 4.
A 4?
A 4. I'm not sure why. That's just my gut feeling. And my people always tell me to go with my gut.
First impressions are the best impressions. They're rarely wrong.
So this is a 4.
All right.
I might try it again later and see. It'd be a good river beer. I think it's 5%.
All right. With that, we're gonna play the Guess Who. And
Yes, we are, because that's my favorite. And this is like I've just picked some beers to see if they were my favorites, and they're not. But
all right.
it's okay.
And then we'll be back with more Brewsday Tuesday on 105.3 The Bear.